What's going on, members? Jason here. I want to talk about a game I've made 30 VODs gameplay videos for. Lost Soul Aside is an action RPG, but it's more of an action game to me. Um, so yeah, uh, I'm having strong, mediocre, average feelings with this game. Basically, um, I'll start out talking about the development. I guess this game originally was developed by one guy. I wrote down the name of it. Alti Zero, Alti Zero Games. I'm sorry, and it was developed by one guy apparently, and Sony got on board with it. And I guess his inspiration was the original trailer, like over a decade ago, original trailer of Final Fantasy 15. And I guess he's a real big fan of Final Fantasy 15 or the original concept of it and Devil May Cry, at which this game, you know, it does have that, that little presentation to it, I guess. But I hate to say it, it seems soulless. Okay, I really respect the dev of the game and how he came to make a game like this. But considering my schedule, September and October, I got 6 games to play in September and 7 games listed. I want to make VODs for and make content for in October. This is gonna have to take a back seat. Okay, like if you put a gun to my head right now and say, Jason, rate this game, what would you give it? I would give it a high, very high 6.5 to a very low 7 right now. I put a few hours in. Like I said, I made about 30 VODs for it. My biggest gripe with it is that the combat doesn't have touch. You don't feel like you're touching anything. You don't feel like you're. It looks amazing. It looks really good, actually. With the particle effects and all the effects and the way he moves like Dante from Devil May Cry and everything. But it doesn't have a lot of feel. It doesn't have any type of charm to it. It doesn't have any type of like you feel like you're touching anything, you know. Um, so basically, the story that I got up to so far is basically you're trying to find a soul for your sister and whatnot. Her soul got sucked out by this demon. What do they call it? Void Draxes. I think the main type of a lot of things sit around something called the Void Drax. The enemies, the dragon, is called the arena that's following you around. And you unlock them early in the game and stuff. Um, So the good thing I would definitely say the best thing about this game probably is the music because it does have like that Final Fantasy flavor to it, but the gameplay it's not terrible, but it's just doesn't have punch to it. I mean, if they add a way to have it make it like you feeling like you're touching stuff, touching anything, it'll be a big upgrade to the gameplay. Um, the character, the protagonist is named Kaser, if I'm remembering correctly. Um, who looks a little outdated at this point. I understand the guy who made the game really wanted to use the use inspiration from over a decade ago, basically. So some of these characters they look dated, basically. Visually, it looks okay. It doesn't run the best on a PlayStation 5 after I think it had one opening day update. I'm still, it has a lot of little glitchy, buggy things about the movements and combat and whatnot. The voice acting, the subpar. A lot of stuff is subpar. It doesn't have a lot of charm to it. Like I get jank, I get jank and platform. Like this game does have a little tiny bit of platforming. It is very janky. I mean, you could just slide off. Think you jump on a block, you just slide off and die, and restart a checkpoint. But um, this isn't. I'm not gonna say this is a terrible game. This is not Mind's Eye. This is nothing like that. It's a fully playable game from what I've been playing and stuff, and it's just doesn't have this doesn't have charm. It doesn't. I hate to say it. It doesn't have soul. Okay, but I mean, if you're really super duper desperate to play something like Devil May Cry with the Final Fantasy 15 aesthetic, I still wouldn't say buy it. I would say wait for a super duper deep discount for like maybe 20 $25 or something, or $20. And this is only playable on a PlayStation 5 and a PC, I believe, at this point. But yeah, this is a game that I'm gonna have to go back to probably like mid-December, because there are so many games I want to play. I mean, just look at this week for me. You got Hollow Knight Silksong, you got Chronos the New Dawn, and you got one more game. What else is there? There's another game I want to play. I mean, then you got Borderlands 4 coming out, the 12th. This is all September. This is this month, 2025. So then you got Silent Hill F. I mean, there's so many games coming out in September. So this is gonna take a back seat. I mean, if it was like an amazing and it felt great, it had a lot of charm to it, I feel like I'm having an amazing time playing it and listening to the NPCs and the world building and everything. I will play this over, other games, but I'm not gonna do that. I just know I can't do that because it'll be wasting my time at this point. Um, but that's about it. This is some off the cuff thoughts on after making 30 gameplay VODs for the action game Lost Soul Aside. I mean, as far as RPG mechanics, there are RPG like mechanics like choosing how you want to upgrade caser and stuff, weapons and stuff. There's shops, there's open hubs, but the game is very linear too. I just want to point that out. The game is linear, and I haven't, enemy types. I haven't really played any true bosses yet, so I really can't say that. But it's early on, and yeah, you do get like a Devil May Cry type unleash mode, beast mode, but. Yeah, it's a very, very average game. That's all I'm going to say about it. I mean, I would give it a super duper low 7. So that's about it. Members, thank you for becoming a member of Jason's Video Game Source YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out the website. Everything's on the website. All of my written reviews for all the games I play, all of the stream. If I have a live stream going, you can watch it on my website. Everything's on the website. So that's about it. That's about it for, Lost Soul Aside, I should say, too, until maybe like December or something when I get some extra free time to go back to it and play it. Otherwise, that's it. Thank you for checking this video out. Later.